coach here at Lorain County Community College. Coach Eggleston will join us for the first half, and then he'll head into the locker room, get his team ready for their game. Their tip-off tonight at approximately 7:30. This is Kelsey Simmerly, the freshman out of Avon Lake, with the rebound. Venetia Billings, who's averaging the double-double this year for this Commodore women's basketball team with her first basket. Venetia, 13 rebounds, 13 points per game, the freshman out of Clearview High School. Coach Eggleston, welcome.
Hey, Ron, thanks for having me. I'm pretty glad to be here.
When you get a chance to sit, well, first of all, how many times do you actually get a chance to sit and watch another basketball game between the coaching that you do of your own team, not only in practices but games, and then the mentoring that you do with the young men that play for you? How many times do you actually get to sit and watch a game, Marty?
That's a good question. It really doesn't happen very often. More times than not, especially during the season, once we finish practice and travel and things like that, I get home with all intentions of watching another game, and the game's usually watching me right before the night's over because I'm falling asleep. So not very often at all. So this is exciting for me to get a chance to take a look.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have you to offer your observations. And you look at this women's team for Lorain County Community College. When I look at where they were in September, October, November, and where they are now here at the end of January, I think their growth has been astronomical.
Yeah, it's been tremendous. It's been exciting for me to watch the women's team as they've grown. Coach Granito has done an amazing job in developing the women's team. They're developing now their own culture, so it's just been fun to watch.
Venetia Billings fighting for that rebounding and saving it for the Commodores. There's a double-double, young lady, for Coach Granito. 13 points, 13 rebounds. And I don't even think, Marty, Venetia has any idea how good she can be. There's a nice little outside shot from Ashley Elliott. Commodores up 7-0.
And a steal on the inbounds pass by Haley. Haley Sprouse just stole the inbounds pass and laid it in.
So Haley Sprouse with a bucket. There's a quick timeout on the floor. It's 9-0, and not before you can blink your eye because it's almost 5 minutes into this opening quarter. Right. It was a slow start. First basket didn't come till the 7-minute mark. But back to Venetia for a second, Marty. When you see a player, like her with, just the raw athletic ability. First of all, she played on the volleyball team.
Sure.
Was
a
lot of things on the volleyball team.
Absolutely.
Conference Player of the Week a couple of times. I think she even got mentioned for all regional team, and she's done the same thing here with the basketball team. I know Coach Granito has absolutely been surprised and loving to have her.
Yeah, I know he's excited. Just watching V, as they call her, just watching V play. I mean, she really tunes in to the game, and she's really about her business out there on the floor, just like she is on the volleyball court. So as you mentioned, she's a two-sport athlete, so she's just, a pure athlete. She gets up and down the floor. She plays hard at both ends, and, a coach can't ask for more than that.
So Venetia, along with the rest of her teammates, breaking that huddle. It's 9-0. Commodores with a real early lead in this game. And one of the storylines of this game, and Coach Eggleston, you'll know this young lady, 24 for Bryant, Stratton, Roman Sumlin, who was one of Coach Granito's players last year. Not only one of his players, but one of his really good players.
And one of my students.
And, Roe is on the Bryant Stratton team this year.
Right.
And I know that, well, there's really only one girl on the current Commodore team that played with Roe, and that's Bree Gallagher, number 11. It's a freshman-laden team this year for Coach Granito, but boy, everybody loved Roe here, and it's good to see her.
Roe was amazing, and I'm happy to see her on the basketball court anywhere. As we often talk about, the junior college trek is not necessarily an easy one, and she wants to get into school as close to home as possible, and so this was just another opportunity for her to get on the floor. Things didn't work out necessarily the way she needed them to here. And that's just, as they say, the way the ball bounces.
Rose wearing number 24, if you're watching at home, for the Bobcats of Bryant Stratton. She's a scorer. So, one of the storylines tonight is Kelsey Gannon matches up defensively against her will be to keep Roe from, scoring easily. You're not going to stop scorers from scoring, will you, Coach? But you got to make them work for everything they get. And then, And Kelsey, if you had a chance to see her play defense last week against Edison State rather. Edison State had a couple of real scores, and I think Kelsey Gannon, number 32, is Coach Granito's, defensive specialist. I'm sure you have one on your men's team. He kind of puts her on the guard or the scorer on the other team. She does a pretty good job. So we'll watch that matchup as the night goes on. I think Rowe will leave here tonight with number 32, Kelsey's number, permanently in her mind.
You better believe it. She's going to have her hands full tonight with Rowe. Rowe's an active player. She's a very strong player, so Kelsey's really going to have to be aware of staying out of foul trouble tonight and just stay in front of Rowe and hope to contain her.
Haley Sprouse went up and grabbed that rebound, the freshman out of Keystone High School. Here's Zaya. Boy, Zaya's instant offense when she comes in. Zaya Moore.
She really is.
You don't want to leave her open at 24 feet. She'll shoot it.
Not at all. And she'll knock that down. I love her composure on the floor. Zaya is she keeps this team composed, and she really balances the team. So that's what she brings to the table for this women's Commodore team.
There's a different energy when she comes into the game, too. And I mean that in a very positive way. There's there's an extra step in everybody's skip, so to speak.
Right. Her teammates respect her, and so they honor the things that she does on the floor. And she's a great facilitator, a good floor general.
Zaya playing about 12 minutes per game for Coach Granito. This is Gannon with the perimeter defense for the Commodores. Bobcats have yet to score. They've shot a lot of those, and just as I say it, Ananda Lyons knocks down a three.
Decent shot from the corner. Almost every jump shot that Byrant and Stratton has taken so far has come from that corner, so their offense has taken them to the left side. And so at some point, they were bound to knock one down.
Zaya found a lane. She'll shoot free throws. She's got deceptive quickness, too.
She really does. She really is a basketball player. So she understands the game well. She knows how to find her slot on the floor, and she gets in, plays inside and outside. She's not afraid to go to the basket at all. So that really makes her, deadly.
Zaya on the season, 50% from the foul line, averaging 4 points in 12 minutes per game for Coach Granito. Jelly Benz with the basketball for the Bobcats. Maya McDonald has now checked into the game. Maya with a near steal. Kelsey Gannon and Maya McDonald putting the defensive pressure on Benz, and that turns into a Bobcat turnover. Bryant Stratton comes into this game, 1 win, 9 losses. Their 1 win came in their last game on the 25th of January over Clark State. They knocked off Clark State 79-54. Commodores come in 4-14 on the season, and their last win also was against Clark State. And there's Zaya Moore with the outside jump shot.
Another composed jump shot. Last possession, she had the ball in her hand. She went right to the rack, drew the foul, and got some free throws. This time she pulls it from the outside. Great balanced game from Zaya. So you'll see that all night.
Again, the look outside missed badly, and then the follow did not go either. Here comes Moore with it. Commodores on the season averaging 57 points per game. Scoring has been a struggle, but their defense has kept them in the games. McDonald will chase down that miss. Sprouse from 16 feet.
A lot of activity here on both ends. Their shyness is kind of going away. They're starting to pull up here. We'll see what the Commodores can do here on the defensive end, Ron.
Marty, on the men's side, the mid-range jumper is almost like a dinosaur. It has certainly been not even practiced or coached anymore, it seems, on most levels. It's either the outside shot or the drive to the basket.
Right.
Women's game's different, though, isn't it?
The women's game's different. I'm excited to say that, I think you'll see from our guys the mid-range game, it will be resurrected, and you'll see that tonight, especially from, guys like D'Amico Nelson or David Cedeno-Martel. Those guys, we've talked about that, and we've worked on resurrecting that mid-range game.
Sprouse, Haley Sprouse.
From distance.
She's got 5. Commodore leads the largest it's been. It was 9-0, now it's 14-5, so that +9 is a friend to the Commodores early on. Just about 9 minutes gone in this opening quarter. We've got 2 games tonight here from the Ewing Activities Center. Women's game obviously being played now. The men will follow, and that's a force out. Foul will go against the Bobcats. Will be against Jasmine Paxton. That's Jasmine's first.
Bobcat personal fouls number 22. Jasmine Paxton, the first, team third. Checking in for the Bobcats number 24.
Marty, let me go back to the discussion on that mid-range jumper. Why do you think? Because we see it all the time in the women's game, and you know, a lot of people, basketball people, will tell you that the women's game is a much more fundamental game than the men's game, and I'm sure you've got opinions on that. But why do you think the mid-range jumper, specifically on the men's side, has taken a hiatus?
I think you really hit the nail right on the head. I mean, it's not a dramatic shot. It's really a shot for workhorses. So the mid-range game was made, popular in the early days by guys like, Richard Hamilton. Even before him, you saw guys like Karan Butler, who had the short mid-range shots. Young guys like that I call them young guys from back in the day. But it's just not dramatic. It's not spectacular. It's not a long-range shot. It's not a dunk. It's just 2, so to speak. And so, for that reason, a lot of guys just kind of stay away from it. But, I'm excited to see the mid-range game make a comeback.
That was Haley Sprouse with just activity on both ends of the floor right now. Haley grabbing the rebound. She's leading the team in scoring right now with 5, including a 3, and she'll chase down that loose ball. Winning the 50-50, they didn't win that one. It got knocked out of bounds, but winning the 50-50 is just it's like, in football, they say there are 3 elements: offense, defense, and special teams. In basketball, I think one of those elements is winning 50-50 balls.
Absolutely. We had a long talk about that with my team the last game. Getting those 50-50 balls is critical. Those are the things that you don't see on this scoreboard that do make a strong difference in the game.
This is Rowe picking up her dribble. Bobcats with a nice drive and draw of the defense. Beautiful pass that time, and Jasmine Paxton will score easily. Long 3. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Rowe will hold it, and this first quarter comes to a close. Good one for Coach Granito and his Commodores. They're up 7. They've doubled the Bobcats. It's 14-7 after the opening 10 minutes. We'll be back with the start of the second right after this break.
Art in Motion is a tattoo shop where we do tattoos and piercings. I'm Wendy Hoffmaster. I'm from Grafton, Ohio. I like it because it helps me to get out of my headspace. You don't have to focus on life, I just focus on what's in front of me. I think it's almost like a form of communication. People don't have to talk in order to communicate. Their tattoos tell a story, and everybody has a story. I'm a mom. I have 3 children. I believe that they're watching me, and me doing what I enjoy and being able to be successful is very important for them to see. I got my first tattoo. It was a tattoo for my family. It was about all the things that are in my heart. And I think that's why I really love the tattoo industry, because I not only get to communicate with people, but I also get to do what I love. I am extremely blessed. That's where I am.
So it'll be Gallagher, Simmerly, Manisha Billings, Ashley Elliott, and Kelsey Gannon back on the floor for Lorain County Community College. Venetia Billings with a beautiful pass to Gannon. Baseline shot was missed, and here comes Rowe. Roman Sumlin with the basketball. Rowe had 17 points in her debut. She's only played 3 games so far for Bryant Stratton. She had 17 in her debut.
Oh, yeah. And you can be expected that you'll see a lot more from Rowe as Bryant Stratton moves forward in the season. She was a great addition to that team, and, it's been a sad loss to lose her here at LCCC.
I know Coach Granito loved her. Some of her former teammates are here tonight. That's Simmerly for the 3. Kelsey Simmerly. Marty, I've known Kelsey since she was 4 or 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
She lives in my community.
Okay.
And I've coached her before in youth basketball.
Did you teach her that jump shot?
I've always said to her that her athletic ability is so good if she would just believe in herself. She just believe in herself. You know, she's one of those athletes that wants to be perfect. And I've told everybody in athletics, you're set up to fail.
Yeah.
How you deal with your failure determines your success.
You better believe it.
And I mean, her move off, you know, her move off the dribble, her ball fake and drive is really hard to defend. She's got quick feet. And I think Coach Granito's seen a little bit of that this year. 2 weeks ago, she had a double-double for him on a road game that turned into a victory.
And she's deceptively fast.
Yeah.
I mean, she really moves at both ends of the floor. As I said, she gets to the ball quick. You mentioned earlier those 50-50 balls. She does a great job of going after them, and she's not afraid to give up her body to get on the floor and get them.
Speaking of quick, little ball fake right, drive left for Billings was money in the bank. You know, that's one of the things about Venetia. She's the big, so to speak, for Coach Granito because she's his tallest player. So she's oftentimes matched up against, you know, the opponent's big. And, you know, Venetia's long and lean. Sometimes her opponents, you know, have a wide base to them. So her quickness, I think, is a strength for her in her matchups. When opposing teams are playing man defense, I think Venetia welcomes that because I think she can drive by pretty much anybody that's defending her.
Well, because Ron, she really does handle the ball like a guard. She has a solid handle. She's confident going to the rim. So even though she plays the big position, that's not really her natural position. She's probably more a 3.
Right.
So she has the ability to handle the ball, and she has the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter. So, you know, I know that her eyes light up when somebody bigger than her is guarding her, especially on the perimeter.
Yes. 19-7, Commodores with the 8-point lead over the 12-point lead over the Bobcats. Bryant and Stratton. Bryant and Stratton, the forever known as a business school in the North Olmsted community, the Cuyahoga County city of North Olmsted. They have nursing as well. 2 years ago, I think, Coach Eggleston, they introduced sports. Is this their 3rd season now of sports, or their second season? I believe that this
is their second season. And so it's good to have another team join our conference. Our conference is growing, and this gives us another competitor who's near. So this is the second time we've played Bryant and Stratton here this season at our place because their home facility is not quite ready for competition yet.
Elliott keeping it alive, controlling for the Commodores. This is Bree Gallagher, eyes up. You love to see your guard with their eyes up.
Bree comes down the floor, and she's looking left and right to see who's available. And if they're not there, as you can see, she's not afraid to back that thing and pull it right up.
Bree's got 2 threes so far in tonight's game. She's got 6 points. This is Rowe with the basketball, gets that screen. Opposite side to the right. Beautiful feed inside. Good help defense that time by the Commodores. It's going to lead to a foul. Foul, I believe, is on Gallagher.
Team first.
Marty, when you're coaching defense against a team that has a size advantage, the doubling down is key, isn't it? Inside, when they get the ball to their bigs, either that or fronting a big, one of the two.
One of the things that I teach my guys is to deny the entry pass.
Deny the entry pass.
And one of the best ways to help that is for the defender who is on ball on the wing, make the pass difficult. Don't just allow them to get the pass off. So you want to harass the ball handler. You want to mirror the ball by moving your hands. And, so make the entry pass difficult.
Because if the offense can't get into a flow, if that guard can't feel comfortable, then it doesn't matter who's inside.
Oftentimes. And if you see the post defender, if they're playing 3-quarter on a post player, if the post player doesn't look open, the person, even though they might be capable, if they don't look open, that passer is he'll swing the ball to the opposite side. A
little over 6 minutes left in the first half. Commodores with a 14-point lead. They started the game 9-0. Neither team scored for the opening 3 minutes. Foul's going to go against Simmerly. It's been one of Kelsey's thorns in her side this year, is staying out of foul trouble. She is so active. Sometimes it gets her into trouble.
Works against her, you know, when you play that aggressive on defense. I think what will happen is once she learns to continue to use her feet on defense and just keep her hands active and mobile and not try to get the steal, but more try to force a turnover, she'll reduce those fouls tremendously.
Jelly with the LeBron crab dribble. It's Jelly Benz. Marty, I got to ask you that. You've been playing basketball your entire life since you're a little guy. You played professionally in Europe. You played, you know, Division I college ball. You've coached it. You're friends with very successful professional players, past and present. The I call it the LeBron crab dribble. The the hop, skip, the jump. It's a clear travel. And we could discuss what's traveling and what's not all night long.
Right.
Why does something like that get accepted? And it's accepted at all levels because you see 8-year-old, boys and girls doing it too. Well, is it good or bad?
I would say, I won't say that it's good or bad. What I'll tell you is, and I'm old school. I'm old school basketball. And what I do know is the game it's migrating. It's changing. It's growing. And so because of that, some things that were acceptable many years ago, we don't see as acceptable now, and vice versa. As an old school post player, I played, with my back to the basket, and I was taught what we called the crab dribble, that pound the ball with 2 hands and step. Well, clearly you are not supposed to dribble the ball with 2 hands, right. But they allowed it in the post for some reason. I could never understand that, but I learned it and did it anyway. You don't see that much very often now. And so there are some new adaptations to footwork because a lot of the players who are going to different trainers are now trainers who train other sports. And so they're training your footwork, they're changing your footwork, so that also changes, the calls that the referees make because they see it changing, during the games. But it's tough for old school guys like me to accept a lot of that.
This is Billings inside from Gallagher. A beautiful ball fake by Venetia Billings. Speaking of old school and just basic fundamentals, the ball fake is a true weapon, isn't it?
It really is. It really is, especially if you can sell it and make it look like your shot. Larry Bird was a master of that. He sent me, many, many moons ago. He sent guys flying by, especially shot blockers, because they kind of bite for that. So, yeah, it's a tremendous tool.
Billings to Gannon, shot blocked by Jelly Benz. Back in the game for Bryant and Stratton, number 25, Tiana Johnson. Johnson, a sophomore. Johnson off the bench this year for Tarina Robinson, the head women's coach at Bryant and Stratton, has been rock solid. 8 rebounds a game off the bench for Coach Robinson.
Tremendous, tremendous. Zaya Moore is checking back in the game for the Commodores.
Zaya will defense up against Rowe, the former Commodore, and I think Billings might have gotten Rowe from behind with the foul. The foul will go against Venetia Billings, so Rose Sumlin will go to the foul line. It's Venetia's first. Leads the team this year in block shots. Not only does she lead the team in scoring and rebounding, she also leads the team, Venetia does, in block shots.
Yeah, that's pretty good, I would tell you. And she hasn't had an off night yet. She comes to work every night, and so she's definitely a workhorse for for Coach Granito and the women's team.
Sumlin's first point. 16 minutes now into the game. I don't know if you know this about Venetia or not. She's got 8 brothers. I mean, so she's got to work for everything. Although she does, and I asked her, I said, what's it like being the only girl? And she says, I'm treated very well. She says, I actually had to learn how to do things because my brothers would always do everything for me.
Right, gotcha.
She said, I learned not to like that because I identified that I wasn't really learning anything. Billings at the buzzer.
Right. That clearly Clearly explains her toughness.
Yeah.
Clearly explains her toughness.
She said she likes to play angry.
Right, there you go.
Even if she's not angry, she likes to play angry.
Well, with eight brothers, it's probably hard for a young lady to not be angry at one point or another.
Simmerly for 3.
Tough
Billings will grab that rebound. Venetia did a great job of identifying the open teammate. Bobcats will have the basketball coming the other way. 23-8. This Commodore defense has done a nice job on this Bobcat offense. Simmerly and Gannon and Billings, Venetia fighting for that basketball.
One of the things that you mentioned is absolutely true. Their defense has really triggered their ability to score tonight. So one of the reasons why the Commodores have this 23-8 lead is because of the way they're playing defense. They're not necessarily lighting up the scoreboard, just coming down and knocking down jumpers. But what they're doing is they're really putting a lot of pressure on the Byrant and Stratton team on the defensive end and getting easy shots at the other end.
Gannon chases down the air ball, looks up, fills the middle. She's got McDonald to her right, Moore to her left. This is Moore.
Tough
Passing
pass.
lane closed quickly.
It really did. It really did. I thought maybe she'd throw the wraparound pass, but she tried to thread the needle there and missed that one.
Soft little jump shot. Looked beautiful from Ananda Lyon. She's got 5. How important is it to close strong? Seems like an obvious question, but, I mean, oftentimes you don't see it. And I bring it up because Commodores up 23-8 with 2.5–3 minutes left. And that's going to go a long way into helping them close this quarter out strong. Billings drive. She'll look for a 3-point play. But, Marty, when you have a lead or you have some momentum and then you let it go away in the final, 60 seconds, minute and a half, whatever of a quarter,
right?
It really carries over, doesn't it?
Ron, it's critical to the psyche of a team. And it works both ways. I mean, for a team that goes into the locker room down X amount of points and the momentum swing is to the other team, sometimes it can do 2 things. It can motivate you and force you to come out hard, or it could send you in there heartbroken and you've already lost the game. And on the other end, for the team that's winning, you don't want to go into the locker room overconfident and think that the game is over. So you have to come back out and try to measure what you'll have to do in the second half.
Venetia Billings with her 2nd block of the day. She's got 19 blocks on the season.
Definitely a powerhouse on the defensive end. Those blocks are probably reminiscent for her for volleyball.
Well, watching her at center court in a volleyball game, going up and over that net, spiking the ball. It's a little scoop shot. Defense went high, she went low.
Yeah, so Roe, Roe Suleiman, she's got her hands full tonight with V. Can you imagine if we'd have both of them on this team this year?
Coach Granito's thought about it.
Right, I bet he has. I bet he has it. And that was a possibility, but things changed.
Minute 28 left, leads at 18. 4 victories this year for the Commodores have come 2 in November, 1 just before Christmas, and then 1 just a week ago. But I know talking to Coach Granito is Zaya Moore misses her drive that he really, really likes where his team is as January is coming to a close. He thinks that, and he included tonight as a possibility, that he really believes they have a possibility, at least the opportunity, to win the rest of their games on the schedule.
I believe him. I think that's the case here. Their women's team, they've really gelled and come together as a unit. And that's critical, especially for this time of year. So I'm excited for them. They're very deserving. And I think this is really going to be a fantastic opportunity for Coach Granito to do something special with his team.
His 5th year here at Lorain County Community College. This is Kelsey Gannon. She's shooting 2 free throws. That foul was on Tiana Johnson. It was Johnson's first. A rare thing. Kelsey misses both free throws. She is solid at the foul line, 75% on the season. How important is it for guys like you and Coach Granito, or if it was a woman that was the coach, for whomever the coach is, to be You know, it's his 5th year. It's his 20th year on campus. Marty, it's your seventh year? Seventh year. How important is that stability, that familiar face, that common voice?
Well, you know, I think it's critical, especially for the students here, you know, let's say off the court first. I mean, the visibility and the opportunity to share what we have here on campus, talk about athletics and things of that nature. But these students need stability here. They really need somebody who can show them what needs to happen on and off the court. You know, we do that through mentoring, we do that through coaching, and so, you know, I think it's critical to their success.
28-13, Commodores up 15 at halftime. It was an outstanding first half, just sheer number-wise when you look at that scoreboard. From a coaching standpoint, Marty, what do you say to the girls if you go into that locker room right now?
You know, one of the first things I do, Ron, is I remind them that defense is what got them where they are right now. They're playing fantastic team defense right now. One of the things that I would also have them do is probably spread that Byrant and Stratton team out a little bit more on offense. They're not struggling at all getting the ball to the rim, but if you open the gaps by spreading the defense a little bit wider, it'll make getting to the rim even a lot easier.
Creating more opportunities.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Coach Granito walking by us. We get a fist bump from Coach Eggleston. Marty, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. You're welcome anytime. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Coach Eggleston and the men's team will tip off at approximately 7:30 tonight. They'll take on, of course, the Bobcats of Bryant Stratton. Good luck, Marty.
Thank you.
Marty Eggleston, the head men's basketball coach here at Lorain County Community College, joining us, and we're happy to have him. We're going to take an extended break. We've got plenty of stories of students, professors, and programs at Lorain County Community College to tell you about during halftime in our showcase that we call In 60s. Each story is just 60 seconds long, and they're all good. Stay tuned.
I chose Lorain County Community College because it was close to home, it was affordable, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in my life. I'm Jimmy Hozalski. I'm from Wakeman, Ohio. I went to Firelands High School.
I first met Jimmy when he took an anatomy and physiology class with me. He was just a very bright student, and after he got done, I asked him what his future plans were, and he said he was going to go to nursing school. And my response was, why don't you go to medical school?
And I told her that I didn't have the confidence in myself or the knowledge to be able to navigate a pre-medicine major.
And I said, I can help you get there. We don't have traditional students here. We have students that come here with a story of their own.
Just finished my clinical rotations at Ohio University, and I'm getting ready to move to Dayton to do emergency medicine residency at Grandview Medical Center. I chose Dr. Durham to hood me at graduation because she really became my mentor and guided me to this place that I am in my life, so I couldn't think of a better person to do it.
Getting my education means I can use my brain. I won't have to struggle always. I would rather struggle now than struggle forever. I'm April Fuentes. In 2011, I was fresh out of a marriage. I was a mess. I wanted my girls to see what I am capable of because they are watching me. And I want them to know that they can achieve anything. I'm raising my family in income-based housing so I can achieve my dream. I have to pick and choose what I have to pay each payday or what can wait. Education means I can succeed in what I want. I can earn my own way in this world. The end goal is to earn my master's and PhD. I finally like myself. I like that I'm not done.
We're involved with the PIC Math Research Grant, which is about having students use math to solve industry problems.
We are trying to use an algorithm to find anomalies in data.
We're finding red flags. We're looking for indicators of a problem.
There's almost math equations to model for anything in everyday life. Somebody designed everything, and they probably used math for it.
I love math. I actually have a whiteboard at my house that I do problems on.
Math to me is just like puzzles. You're solving problems, you're tackling something in new ways. It's really a creative thing. I'm actually from Chicago. but I came out here because there was a lot of good things said about Byrant County Community College and a lot of opportunities that the students get here.
I just felt like it was getting me out of my comfort zone.
And I really like Professor Dobek and her teaching style.
I think math is best, honestly.
We are Lorain County Community College.
We respond first in a crisis.
We teach your children.
We protect your community.
We care for the elderly.
We start businesses.
We are right here for you, for your family, and for your neighbors.
You can count on LCCC's graduates to keep your community strong, safe, and healthy.
You can count on LCCC.
I always thought that if somebody got hurt or somebody fell or somebody was around me that needed help, it was my responsibility to help them. I'm Dan Sumter. I'm an Elyria Police Department detective. I've been a detective for the last 6 years and have been on the department. This is my 21st year. We all have a role. My role is with cell phones. Every investigation involves cell phone, mobile forensics, mobile technology. Everybody has their lives on their phone. The forensics I do on our cell phones solve 99% of our cases. Recently I had a homicide case where 3 guys eventually got life sentences. I was able to recover enough evidence to prove that this wasn't just a random murder, it was a murder for hire case. That's why we got the 3 life sentences, so that was huge. Lorain County Community College fits with the digital forensics and the Elyria Police Department in a way that it kind of kicked off what I do. The equipment that they have and the access that they gave me, I could do anything and everything that I needed to get done. It was like I hit the lottery every day. Every day I'm proud of what I do.
I'm a registered nurse at Elyria Memorial Hospital. I work on the cardiac telemetry floor, observation unit. I'm Jimmy Lopez. I'm 39 years old. What other job can you say that you can go to work every day and you're helping somebody every single day? Lorain County Community College, wow. You guys fit into my life huge. I'm from Lorain, so they have a place in Lorain that you can go. There was the Learning Center. I feel like I've done a lot. I'm not done yet, though. The LCC has that partnership, so I'm just gonna keep going. Ride it all the way through, right? Why not use all my resources? That's what smart people do. Has it been easy? No. But nothing you want is easy in life, right? Without Lorain County Community College, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys today, that's for sure. I wouldn't be making a difference in so many people's lives either.
My wife Marcia and I, our family, we have a small farm in Avon Lake. We're transitioning to organic farm. It's about 2.5 acres that we're growing on. We're growing a variety of vegetables and spices. We believe in organic because we believe it's the best way to farm. I'm Joe Coleman from Coleman Gardens. Our relationship with the Culinary Arts program here at Lorain County Community College was really by chance. My wife was at the annual Empty Bowls by the Lake in Avon Lake, and she just happened to enjoy Chef Adams' New England clam chowder. And the relationship from there has blossomed. We have been more than excited to have the students of the program come on our site and plant. They came out about 6 weeks later, and they harvested and then brought it back here. I believe they were using it for final exams. If they can realize early in their career that buying local, finding places that they can buy fresh produce locally not only supports a local community, but it also lowers the carbon footprint. We would love them to keep coming out and planting on our site, coming back and harvesting it.
I wanted to make a difference.
I have always loved helping people.
I realized I wanted to become a nurse when nursing called me.
It feels good to know that I help make this community safer.
I love that I'm able to give back to my community every single day I go to work.
The children in my classroom are our future, and I'm helping them grow into amazing adults.
I am Lorain County Community College.
I am LCCC.
We are here for you.
I think there were some times that I said I wanted to be a teacher or an actress, but journalism has just always been my thing. I'm Madison Tromler. I'm from North Ridgeville, Ohio. Going to Lorain County Community College definitely changed my life, and it led me into a complete domino effect of opportunities that led me to where I am today. I'm a little bit of a news junkie. To write about an event or a specific time or feeling, it's unlike anything to me, and I just love words. I was an intern at the Chronicle-Telegram newspaper in Elyria, and it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever done. So at Channel 3, I spent a lot of time at the assignment desk, and I also did a lot in the field, going out with crews and photographers and reporters and helping with their stories. I think I love the pressure, being on that deadline. It's really fun. I definitely think coming here is how I got to where I am. It was the best decision I ever made.
I'm currently a Lorain police officer. I hold the rank of detective sergeant. I'm Tamitha Angelo. I'm from Lorain. I am the first female sergeant here at the Lorain Police Department. After getting out of the military, I used my GI Bill to attend Lorain County Community College, where I obtained my associate's degree. I also went to Lorain Community College Police Academy. I chose LCC to follow my career. Toughest part of my job at the Lorain Police Department is dealing with kids that maybe have been abused. It's a majority of the work that I do working with children and handling homicide cases, especially when children are involved. I think being a mom and being that mother makes you want to shield the children from what's really out in the world. I think the best part of my job that makes me happy is obviously going home to my family and going home safe, but knowing that I put every bit of effort that I could to be able to lock up somebody that deserves to be locked up.
I'm a Swiss CNC machinist at EMC Precision, currently completing an engineering internship as well. Hi, I'm Sarah Grieve. We take a bar of material with no dimensions to it, and we run it through a machine with between 10 to 15 tools, and we come out with the precise part afterwards. I just always was into mechanical things. My dad was a machinist. I started LCC actually while I was in high school still. I got a lot of hands-on experience at LCC. I would love to get into making medical parts. That was something my dad did for a long time. I feel like those parts are more meaningful in life and actually change people's lives. And that's something that comes out of this with 3D printing. That's something down the line. The medical industry is growing huge because of this industry. I would like to go back for my bachelor's degree with the LCC partnership through Akron. And then after that, I would love to get in my career as an engineer full time. I like my job. It's very hands-on. I can see what I did at the end of the day. I can hold my part and feel accomplished.
At Lorain County Community College, our graduates give back. We connect with the community. We have a clear vision. We finish what we start. Start your education. Start your career. Start your story. Our graduates are prepared for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Start your story today.
I always wanted to be a nurse because I got into a car accident when I was young. My daughter was really badly injured, and the lady that happened to stop and help us, she happened to be a nurse. I'm Brady Stratton. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of 11 children. I would be a labor and delivery nurse because I know a lot about babies. I went to school and I graduated in 2007 as a medical assistant. Kind of got that one degree and I kind of just got stuck there for a long time because I had kids at home and it was rough. Just never had taken the steps to push forward. And now my kids go here, so now I get to kind of have the best of both worlds because I get to be at school and I still get to see my kids. In May, I will get to graduate with my nursing degree, and my son will graduate from high school from LCC's early college. I hope that I'm an example to my children. I hope. I cannot wait to go back to school and become a midwife. I love babies, and I love pregnant women and bringing a baby into the world. I don't think there's anything better than that.
We always press education onto our children and told them the importance of going to college. I am Kimberly Wright.
Hi, I'm Roger Wright. I am the Chief of Security at the Lorain Correctional Institution in Grafton.
I'm a business office manager for a nursing facility. How long did it take me to get that degree? Probably about 7 or 8 years, because I was taking one course at a time, focusing on family, which was something else we told our kids, that you really need to finish something if you start it.
And we walked up and got our degrees together. It was pretty neat.
I'm thinking about entering one of the partnership programs.
Through that course of time, our oldest one graduated, our second one graduated, and our third one's currently in school. At first I was intimidated. I think I started going back around 48. and I was worried about always being the oldest guy in the classroom. But I actually had fun sitting in classrooms. I was able to learn from some of the younger kids, and a lot of times I had opportunities to share some of my wisdom that I've learned over the years.
Yeah, I'm proud of my husband, yeah.
Halftime just about wrapping up here inside the Ewing Activity Center. Commodores of Lorain County Community College with a commanding opening half. They're up by 15 at halftime. It's 28-13. LCCC over Bryant and Stratton, the Bobcats of Bryant and Stratton. The most telling statistic in the opening half, the shooting percentage for Bryant and Stratton. They've taken 35 shots. They've made just 5. 5 of 35 from the field. They're 2 of 16 from outside the three-point line. They've been to the foul line only 2 times in the first 20 minutes. 5 for 35 will put you in a 15-point hole every night of the week. Commodores on the flip side, 12 of 34 from the field, shooting about 35%. They've made 3 three-pointers, taken 10. Just 1 of 5 from the foul line, though. Rebounds are about even, 18 for the Commodores, 23 for the Bobcats. Leading scorers after one half for Bryant and Stratton. Their leading scorers, they've got 2 with 5. Mullins and Lyons both have 5 points. Venetia Billings has 11 for the Commodores. She leads Lorain County Community College. Bree Gallagher and Haley Sprouse have 5. Kelsey Simmerly with a 3-point shot. Ashley Elliott with 2. And Zaya Moore also scored in that opening half. So the Commodores will start the second half. LCCC with the ball. Kelsey Simmerly will shoot free throws. Whistle blew right away. A foul will be on Ananda Lyons.
Bobcat fouls on number 2, Ananda Lyons, her second.
Lyons second. Let's go with 5 points in that opening half. This is Simmerly at the foul line for the first time tonight. Kelsey on the season, 73% from the foul line, averages about 20 minutes per game for Coach Granito. The free throw shooting woes continue. 1 of 7 now are the Commodores from the free throw line. LCCC trying to get their second win in 3 games. Long shot missed. That's Billings with the rebound. Venetia Billings had 11 points in that opening half, and she had 2 rebounds to go along with it, plus a couple of blocks. Elliott will inbound it for the Commodores. Ashley Elliott, this is Billings inside, went to her right, scored. Venetia with 13. She had a quiet 11 in that opening half, if you can have a quiet 11. 5 of 8 from the field, 6 of 9 right now. Billings and Simmerly with some good defense. Bryant Stratton stayed steady, though. Good pass from Mullins to her teammate Jasmine Paxton, and Paxton with 4. So Simmerly out top. Billings will chase it down. 6 seconds to shoot. Elliott's going to have to fire it. She does. Shot's blocked, and that will be a shot clock violation. Block shot coincided with the shot clock hitting 0. That was Ananda Lyons with the block shot. They're going to give it to the Commodores, but I think they've got less than a second on the shot clock. So they're going to have to lob it and just chuck it, and that's not going to work.
The shot clock violation assessed against the Commodores, possession to the Bobcats.
Bryant Stratton had their first win of the season on the 25th of January, so just a couple of days ago. They beat Clark State 79-54. In that game, they shot 45%. In the opening half tonight, they shot just better than 13%. This is Simmerly on the break. It's a 2-on-3 break. Gannon's to her left. Coach Eggleston talked about as Billings drops an 18-footer. Don't see Venetia Billings go that deep on the perimeter to shoot. That was pleasant to watch. Coach Eggleston talked as he looked at the opening half for this women's team that thought maybe they'd spread the floor a little bit offensively in the second half to create those seams in the defense, opportunities for the Commodores to use their strength, which is their quickness, against Bryant Stratton. Tiana Johnson now checked back in the game for Bryant Stratton. Johnson, the sophomore from Glenville High School. She's a Tar-Bloodder, 5'10", sophomore center. Simmerly, shot was blocked. Shot was tied up. They'll say jump ball, possession arrow will stay with the Commodores. So Kelsey will take it out. They're going to switch the arrow. Bryant Stratton will get the basketball. You look at the roster for Bryant Stratton. The players are coming from Eastlake, Orange Village, Brunswick, Brooklyn, Columbus, South Euclid, Akron, North Olmsted, which is where Bryant Stratton is located, and then Cleveland. Fouls on the floor before the shot. Fouls on Haley Sprouse. That is Haley's first. Sprouse, the sophomore out of Keystone. Two Lady Wildcats on this Commodore team. Sprouse and Ashley Elliott. This is Sprouse with it to Gannon from Avon. Kelsey missed the shot, but she was fouled by Rowe.
Bobcat personal fouls on number 24, Renette Rollins, someone for second, team second.
One of 10. Now, Lorain County Community College is a team from the foul line. The only free throw that has been made, Venetia Billings. Billings will chase down that miss. Simmerly, with her quickness, created the open look for Gannon. Gallagher will bring it back out. Commodores up 17. 6:30 left to play, third quarter. Beautiful passing. Sprouse missed the shot. Well, I think the Commodores had 4, maybe 5 shots at that, plus 2 missed free throws on that possession. Work inside. Billings with her third block of the night. Sprouse eyes up, left wing. Haley's going to bring it back out to Bree Gallagher. Bree saw an opening. Shot was partially blocked. Commodores will keep it. Checking back in, Jasmine Paxton. Taking the seat will be Jelly Benz. Paxton from Brush High School, South Euclid. This is Billings to Gannon. Kelsey is beside herself in laughter because she can't believe that she missed that shot. Long three. Foul won't go. Gannon and Gallagher chase it down. Here's Bree Gallagher with the basketball. Simmerly kicks it back out. Coach Granito wants Bree Gallagher to bring it back out and reset. This is Simmerly with a ball fake. Kelsey with a beautiful one. Glass shot wouldn't go. Whistle inside. Foul's going to go against Bryant Stratton. Foul will go against Ananda Lyons, and that's Ananda's third foul.
Jasmine Paxton, her third, team third.
They're going to say it's on Paxton. So that will be Paxton's third as well. And we'll scratch off a foul for the Lions. So Ananda's back to 2.
Checking in for the Bobcats, number 14, Joey Burns. And number 4, Skylar W. Milton.
Kelsey Simmerly, 1 of 3 from the foul line. Kelsey hit a 3 in the opening quarter. Played great defense. Comes Bryant Stratton. This is a team that's averaging just under 60 points per game at 58. Commodore defense has held them to 15 points in 25 minutes. Fouls on Simmerly, that's her second. This is Aaliyah Mullins at the foul line. Mullins a good all-around shooter, 73% from the foul line this year, 50% from the field. She's got 6 points. She leads the Bobcats. Mullins on the season, second on the team in scoring, averaging 15 points per game. And actually, technically, she probably leads the team in scoring because Rose Sumlin's averaging 17 points per game, but Rose new to the team, just playing in 3 games. This is Simmerly trying to dribble out of some pressure. Kelsey with the ball fake, created her own look. Shot was missed, but Billings is there for the follow. Venetia Billings with 17. Leads at 18. Aaliyah Mullins, she's got 9. Venetia has made one from out there tonight. Gannon chased down that miss. This is Gallagher with it. Sprouse can shoot it, does in front of her teammates and knocks it down. Haley Sprouse with 8, including 2 threes. Sprouse has got 30 3-point shots made on the season. She leads the team, shooting just about 28% from outside that arc. Haley shoots just about as good from outside the 3-point line as she does anywhere else. Foul's going to go on Rose Sumlin. It's Rose third. Zaya Moore back in for the Commodores. Zaya off the bench with 2 points. Zaya wearing 42. Sprouse and Simmerly with Moore out top. Moore, hesitation dribble, did not lead to a bucket. Here comes Bryant Stratton the other way. The Bobcats throw the basketball out. Men's game will follow tonight. That tip at approximately 7:30. Be nice to see a doubleheader of wins tonight for the Commodores. Simmerly. Ball fake, created an open look. Gannon trying to keep it alive, and the Bobcats will get it back. Maya McDonald off the bench. Maya now back into the basketball game. Maya from Avon. She's a former Eagle freshman here on campus. Avon sits in the backyard of Lorain County Community College. College is technically in Elyria, but Sheffield, Avon, and North Ridgeville are all within a stone's throw of our campus. Beautiful look. Here's Gannon. Boy, Sprouse couldn't believe her eyes. Nobody had paid attention to Kelsey Gannon, and Haley Sprouse hit her perfect. 40-19. Largest lead of the night for the Commodores. Ashley Elliott ready to check in for LCCC. Ashley, the freshman guard from Keystone. She'll replace Billings. Anisha Billings is out with 17 points. She had 11 in the opening half, 6 so far in the 8 minutes of this third quarter. Fouls on the floor before the shot. Blocking foul on Zaya Moore. Zaya's first foul. Benz will inbound it. She'll get it back and shoot it. Moore controls the rebound. Zaya with her eyes up. Shot was blocked by the Lions. Commodores will keep it. They've got 17 seconds to shoot. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Sprouse with an opening and takes it to the basket. Haley Sprouse with a strong first step. She's got 10 points. Tie up in the backcourt. And Gannon will get the ball back for Lorain County Community College. Minute 30 left in this third quarter. This has been a game that has been in control of the Commodores since the opening tip. Lorain County Community College took a 9-0 lead before Bryant and Stratton finally got a point on the board, and that didn't come till about 5 minutes into that opening quarter. Actually, both teams were scoreless for the first 3 minutes of that first quarter. But since that 9-0 start, it has been no looking back for this Commodore offense. The defense has been spectacular. Sprouse pulls down that rebound. This is McDonald with the soft baseline shot. Maya missed it. The Lions grabs it for Bryant and Stratton. The Bobcats were 5 of 35 from the field in the first half. Their shooting has not gotten much better here in the third quarter. 35 seconds left, third quarter. 42-19 home team. McDonald in trouble. She is double teamed, facing a trap, lost the basketball. Rorem and Sumlin with it. Finds the cutter, and that's going to be a three-point look for Jasmine Paxton. Foul's going to go against Ashley Elliott. Paxton has 6. She'll look for 7 at the foul line.
Checking in number 20.
First foul of the night for Ashley Elliott. Soft shot from Jasmine Paxton. She's got 7. Shot clock's off. Game clock's at 12 seconds. Moore's going to back it out near half court. Gets a screen from McDonald. Splits the defense. Threw up a shot. It went, but it will not count. She wanted it. Zaya in the NBA, that counts. She had a little shake and bake going on there. Moore's got it. Got to find a teammate. Got about 3 seconds to fire one up. Maya McDonald's not going to get it off. The swarming defense of the Bobcats. kept McDonald from getting a shot off, but the officials are discussing something. Whether there was a foul beforehand, and if there was, and if it was on Bryant Stratton, that would put the Commodores in the bonus situation. So whomever received the foul would be shooting free throws. It would be the 6th team foul for Bryant Stratton. They're discussing it at the scorer's table right now. So I think Zaya Moore is going to shoot free throws. They pointed to 42, that's Zaya, and they're bringing her to the foul line. So 6th team foul for Bryant Stratton. They have not said who it's on yet. Obviously, it came on the double team trap. So they've put 7 seconds on the scoreboard. I think that can't be right. Moore makes them both. 7 seconds are going to stay. And I've really got no answer for that. Long 3 at the buzzer. Falls harmlessly short, and it's a 22-point spread for number 42 and her teammates. 44-22, Commodores over the Bobcats after 3 quarters. Here's an in-60 on one of our students, Hannah Newsom.
I've been a full-time student here since I was a sophomore. I have 84 college credits. I'm 18 years old. My name is Hannah Newsom. I would love to be the person that creates an artificial heart from live human cells. I've always been very interested in the Jarvik heart, how it's been able to keep people alive so much longer. I'm doing HIV research on a deletion mutation at Lorain County Community College. The goal is to create a new therapy for HIV/AIDS. I work under Dr. Harry Kessler. I love learning, so I don't just love learning in the classroom, I love learning how my car works, learning theory of music and how it all relates, math, how it can combine things together. I love seeing how we can potentially manipulate genetics, which runs on a code, how to help people to change their condition. I'd love to be a biomedical engineer. I sing, but not very well.
Blue ball, ladies. Blue ball. Coach Granito and the women of the Commodore basketball team here at Lorain County Community College. Just a good look at the bench. Jaquetta Davis, Coach Granito's assistant coach. And then the young lady in the sling all the way to your left is Brandis Smith, one of Coach's point guards, who is out right now with a shoulder injury. Not separated, but the injury is significant enough that they've kept her out for 2 weeks. She'll have 2 weeks of rest with that shoulder in the sling. This is Billings off to Gallagher. 10 minutes to play in this one, then the men's game will follow. Simmerly thought about shooting it. Gallagher will. Bree, top of the key for a 3. Billings with the rebound. Venetia's going to shoot free throws. Got her shot blocked, but stayed aggressive and stayed with it. Got it back in time to shoot again.
Bobcat personal fouls on number 22, Jasmine Paxton, her 4th.
Fouls on Paxton, that is her 4th.
Billings at the line.
Billings with 18 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Nice shot by Jelly Benz. her first basket of the night. She's averaging 8 points per game this year. So similarly, around the defense, soft floater wouldn't go. Kelsey with the hustle. Gallagher down on the floor with Rowe. Ball stolen by Simmerly, then shot blocked. Gallagher stayed with it, and somebody committed a foul. I think it's going to go against Kelsey. Not sure. Calling on Gallagher.
Team first.
.21 Commodore lead. It has been in control since the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. The game was scoreless for 3 minutes. But then once the Commodores broke the ice, they have not looked back. Billings was credited with 2 rebounds in that opening half. She has got at least 6 more in the second half. That's Elliott. Ashley Elliott's got 4 points. Elliott been an outstandingly just solid player for Coach Granito. 26 minutes per game. Averages just as many rebounds as she does points, and 4 with both. Just plays good defense. One of those teammates that you never have to worry about.
Ashley Elliott, her second, team second.
Foul is on Ashley Elliott. That's her second. Jelly Benz in the season just 47% from the foul line.
Jelly Benz.
Bryant Stratton as a team, as Ben's missed both free throws, is just 57% as a team this year from that foul line.
Checking in for the Bobcats, number 22, Jasmine Paxton.
Gallagher calls out the offensive set. Simmerly screens low, creates that opening for Billings. Venetia way out with the basketball. Defensive pressure increasing a little bit. Shot clock's at 4. Gallagher will get it and shoot it and make it. Gallagher has made 3 shots in this game. All 3 of them have been 3-point shots. She's got 9. Rowe with the drive off the screen, shots missed. Commodores will get it back. Haley Sprouse will check in. Also checking in for Bryant Stratton will be Jelly Benz. Sprouse in with 10 points. Bobcats in a zone. Sprouse will shoot over it. Haley Sprouse with 13. She's hit 3 threes. Commodores came into this game, had made 81 3-pointers on the season.
Jasmine Paxton.
Timeout on the floor. as Jasmine Paxson lays it up and in for her 9th point. Bryant Stratton has taken the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30 and we'll be back.
We are Lorain County Community College.
We respond first in a crisis.
We teach your children.
We protect your community.
We care for the elderly.
We start businesses.
We are right here for you, for your family, and for your neighbors.
You can count on LCCC's graduates to keep your community strong, safe, and healthy.
You can count on LCCC.
Just a reminder, the men's game will follow this one tonight, approximately 7:30. We're about 30 minutes away from that. Just under 6 minutes left to play in this game. Commodores looking like they're on their way to their 5th victory of the season. 2nd in their last 4 games. It's Simmerly on the drive. Kelsey has been able to get a shot all night long. Whatever she has wanted. And Haley Sprouse is red hot. Sprouse has got 16, 11 in the second half. Sprouse came into the night leading this Commodore women's team with 28 three-pointers made, and she's made 4 more tonight, so she's up and over 30 at 32.
Commodore personal fouls on number 10, Kelsey Simmerly, her 3rd.
Fouls on Kelsey. That's her 3rd.
At the line.
And this is Jasmine Paxson back at the free throw line. Paxson with 9 points. Knocking the ball out of bounds was Lyons, and Nanda jumping the passing lane. 3 subs in for the Commodores, including Adriana Johnson. Johnson wearing number 30. Seeing her first action of the night. Johnson, a 5'9" freshman out of Midview. One with the middies, just a little bit south of here in Grafton. This is Gallagher with a step back 3. His shot was partially blocked, and the Bobcats could handle the rebound, so the Commodores will get it back. 4:57 left to play in this basketball game. Shot missed. Bobcats another look. And the second time around works for Aaliyah Mullins. Mullins with 11. The lead had grown to 30 for Lorain County Community College. It's now 27. Johnson with a long 3. Thought she had it. Fell just a little short. On the break, Bobcats starting to run the floor. Sumlin with her first basket. And that is saying something, because she is a scorer. Loved watching her play last year for the Commodores. She had a free throw in the opening half, but that is her first made basket of the night. Kelsey Gannon did an outstanding job defensively tonight on row. Maya McDonald in the land of the Giants pulling down that rebound. Bobcats will run again. Commodores having a hard time getting down the floor. Johnson, Tiana Johnson with her first basket. Coach Granito just reminded his team on the floor that this is not over. I saw that lead grow to 30, and I think they kind of thought it was over. Moore and McDonald, Johnson and Gallagher and Gannon in the game. Johnson again for 3. Blocking foul on Adriana Johnson. That's Adriana's first.
30. Adriana Johnson, her first. Team fourth. Haley Sprouse in for the Commodores.
Good ball movement led to that open look by Jelly Benz. Benz is 5. It's a 10-0 run right now for Bryant and Stratton. Moore. It's not uncommon for Zaya Moore to take that shot. She can hit it out there too.
Adriana Johnson.
Johnson with a rebound, gets it off to Zaya Moore, and Zaya will bring it up. Zaya from John F. Kennedy High School in Cleveland. This is Maya McDonald from Avon. To Sprouse from Keystone. Moore's going to shoot it. Oh, in and out. Been a couple of minutes since the Commodores have scored. And the run for the Bobcats is now 12-0.
Johnson.
Johnson with 4. Adriana Johnson follows her own miss with another miss. Stayed tough though. Fought for that rebound, tied it up. Possession arrow is in the favor of the Commodores, so Adriana Johnson's hustle pays off. Gannon saw that pass come and stepped into the lane, has a break of her own. Kelsey Gannon will lay it up and lay it in. Gannon's got 4. It's her season average. Kelsey doesn't need to be the scorer on this team. She is a top-notch defender. Johnson fighting for that rebound. What effort. Adriana Johnson. Inside a minute left, 46.9, 20-point Lorain County Community College lead. It grew to as large as 30 just a few moments ago. Started out 9-0 after both teams were scoreless for the first 3 minutes of the game. Game has really never been in question. This has been an easy one, if there are easy ones. McDonald with another rebound. Maya McDonald at 5'2" has gone inside a couple of times tonight and pulled down rebounds. Lawrence Sprouse with defense out top. Zaya Moore tied it up. Haley Sprouse picked it up and lays the basketball in. Haley Sprouse is 18 with a little help from her teammate Zaya Moore. And that's it. Buzzer has sounded. This ball game's over. This one is all Lorain County Community College tonight. Commodores 61, Bobcats of Bryant and Stratton 39. LCCC improves to 5-14 on the season. They have now won 2 of their last 4 and are playing basketball in late January, the best of their season so far. It's been outstanding to watch them grow as players from November till now. Coach Granito feeling real good about his team. Men's game will be next. It's coming up at about 7:30. Thank you for watching Commodore basketball on our Lorain County Community College YouTube channel. Take an extended timeout. We'll come back. We'll get you ready for the men's game. We'll be back.